Hello guys, spring is finally here. Today is such a beautiful day, so nice and warm. It's a perfect day to go in the kitchen and prepare something delicious for my family. I'm gonna start by milling my own flour. It actually gives me so much joy and satisfaction to be able to make something nice completely from scratch. And to me, one of the best smell in the world is, well, the aroma of freshly ground wheat berries. I actually did not even know that flour has a smell until I start making my own flour at home. So guys, this is definitely one of my favorite tasks to do when it comes to baking. Speaking of baking, today I'm going to share with you a beloved recipe of breadsticks two ways. The main ingredients are pretty basic: flour, cheese, butter or lard, a bit of sour cream, one egg and some sourdough starter. You will also need a couple of other ingredients which are totally optional. They actually only have the purpose of flavoring my breadsticks. For my first batch, I will use caraway seeds, and for my second batch, I will be using some bacon and sesame seeds. As always, you're going to find a list of ingredients and the exact measurements in the description section, so please check it out after you watch this video. For some of my breadsticks, I'm going to use bacon. I have here around 65 grams of bacon diced finely that I'm going to fry on a low heat until some of the fat renders out and you're left with small crunchy pieces. When they are ready, I'm going to put them on a paper towel and set them aside to cool a bit. To my flour, I'm adding 50 grams of 100% hydration starter. Depending on the hydration of your starter, you may want to add less or more flour than what I used. If the hydration of your starter is higher, you will likely need some extra flour. Herein goes my cheese, sour cream, my cold butter, a bit of salt, and guys, please do not add any salt if your cheese is already salty, and mix everything together for a few minutes. Then I add one egg and keep kneading until I obtain a smooth and elastic dough. It should not be extremely sticky. As you can see, I feel like my dough is a bit too sticky because I used farmer cheese, which is a softer type of cheese. You can also use dry cheeses instead, like Gouda or Gruyere, but guys, do not use soft, watery cheeses unless you strain them very well. The traditional recipe requires feta cheese, and this is also my favorite cheese in this recipe, but today I'm using Russian style farmer cheese, therefore I'm adding some extra flour, I would say about 20 to 30 grams. Add a bit at a time, as you definitely do not want too much flour in your dough. Once my dough looks smooth and elastic, I'm going to stop kneading. I will divide it into two equal parts because I will flavor each half separately. In the first half, I will incorporate my bacon, For the other half, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of caraway seeds and about 15 to 20 grams of Parmigiano Reggiano. Guys, I love the flavor of caraway seeds, so I'm using quite a lot. If you never had caraway, add less and see if you like it. The flavor is quite pungent. To me, it tastes like a combination of fennel, dill, and anise. If you don't like it, you can leave it out, of course. My aromatics are well incorporated now. I'm going to wrap each ball of dough in cling film and place them in the fridge to ferment for 24 hours up to 3 days. The dough won't rise, but will develop a very nice and mildly sour aroma. Guys, do not proof the dough at room temperature since the recipe does not require a leavening agent. You can also skip this step and bake them directly. You will probably won't feel any sourdough flavor, but they will be just as good. Okay guys, it's time to bake now. I'm going to take my dough out of the fridge and preheat my oven to 350 degrees. I will first bake my caraway Parmigiano breadsticks. I'm going to first roll the dough to a thickness of half an inch and then cut it into finger-like strips using this cute wheel cutter. You can also use a pizza cutter or even a knife if you don't have one. I'm placing each strip carefully on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. I'm going to crack an egg mixed with a bit of water and brush that quickly on top of every piece. This step will provide a luscious golden sheen to my breadsticks. Now I will bake them for about 15 minutes until they are golden brown. I like them a bit softer. If you want them crunchier, add an extra minute or two, but be careful, they can go from golden to burnt in a matter of minutes, so please keep an eye on them. Now it's time for my second batch. I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I've done with my first one. Roll the dough to half an inch squarish shape, cut it into strips and place them on a baking sheet. I will brush each breadstick with the remaining egg wash. The only thing I'm doing differently this time is that I will sprinkle some sesame seeds on top of each strip. The egg helps the sesame seeds stick to the dough, so definitely first brush with egg really well. Sometimes I use poppy seeds instead. This is a good choice in case you don't like sesame seeds, or you can leave them as they are. Just brush the beaten egg on top and they are ready to go in the oven. here they are, guys. They look absolutely delicious. These breadsticks are easy to make and last up to 7 days at room temperature, but I guarantee you they will disappear quickly from your table. They can be quite addictive. I mean, there's nothing more addictive than cheesy, buttery, crunchy foods, right? In my country, we call them saracele, and they are part of every festive dinner. Everybody, and guys, I mean everybody loves them. They are typically served as an entree along with other dishes, and they pair really, really well with wine or beer. To be honest, I'm not a snack person, but I can eat a ridiculous amount of these breadsticks in just one sitting. My toddler son loves them too, and as a mom, I find they are a very good alternative to store-bought crackers and cookies. I actually don't feel comfortable with him eating store-bought snacks. Even the organic, cleanest snacks on the market still have some ingredients that I don't agree with, like corn syrup, soybean, or canola oil. That's why I prefer making my own if I can. And these breadsticks check all the boxes for me. Hope you give them a try. Until next time, stay happy and healthy. See you soon, friends. Bye.